Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've done a video and it's high time that I did. And so today we're going to be talking about finishes, and that's what the subject and content will be over the next few days and weeks. I'm trying a brand new finish and I'm really excited about it. Based on everything I've seen and heard, it looks like it's a real game changer. And I have 3 guitars I'm in the process of building that I'll be working on, and each one will have a slightly different finishing schedule. And so it'll be fun to try these different applications and introduce to you the product is called Clean Armor. And it is UV curing polymer or resin. And it claims to have a 2-minute curing cycle or curing time under UV lights. And you can use a light, or you can go outside and use sunlight, and it will cure. And it will cure to ready for buffing and sanding. And I'm slightly familiar with UV cured finishes. I have worked with a grain filler before, but this product really excites me. This is specifically formulated for classical instruments, and it's their classical instrument 830 gloss. When I spoke to the people at Clean Armor, the sheen out of the bottle without any buffing is 90 plus, which is pretty amazing. And it cures, like I said, really quickly. So you could have a guitar body, neck, or guitar done in a day, less than a day, depending on how many layers you want. You can stick with just one coat. You can still have that really nice feeling of the grain, or you can build it up like a resin finish and keep building your coats to wherever you're happy. And each coat that is applied, adheres to the previous coat based on what I've been reading. And what's great is it has 0 VOCs. It is super safe, and it's 100% solid. So that means there's no shrinkage at all. So when you apply it, what you see once you freeze it with the UV light or sunlight, that's what you get. If there's a slight ripple in it, it's not going to flow out once it's done. Well, it will flow out, but once it's done flowing out, that'll remain. What's great is that finish does not cure until it hits UV light. So you can play with it, mess around with it, get it where you're happy, and then you're good to go. And you can sand between coats, and you slowly build up your layers. And it has super clarity. Some of this I've gotten online, and you can get to the website. I'll have a link. And it just sounds like a really great product. And we'll be talking about it more as I dive into it. And so just quickly, what I'm doing, we'll start with this one. This is my version of Les Paul, the Odium LP. This top here is basically done. It's actually a French polish hand rub finish that I've done with about 20 coats or 20 layers or more. The back is still raw Spanish cedar, and so we'll be playing around with that, and we'll see how it works with the French polish. This one right here, actually both of them are maple bound. And what I'm planning to do with this one is I'm going to do this one in stages. I will start with the rim. This is going to have an amber, let me back up. This is going to have an amber dye on the whole body and neck. And then I will do the rim first, and with just a straight 830. And then once that's where I'm happy with it, I'm going to tape it off, and then I'll work on the top and the back and do them separately. And I will likely spray. What's great is this product can be brushed, you can wipe it, and you can spray it. So you have all the options that you need. You want to use a really high quality brush, a really high quality a stain applicator in order to get the smoothest surface possible. But what's great is in an afternoon, you could have your finish done to where you're happy with it, and then it can be buffed up, because once it's cured and it's done. So that's really exciting. It really pushes the production up. Production value of guitar building up, instead of waiting the 30 days with the water-based finishes that I've typically been using over the years. I've only ever used a lacquer, nitrocellulose lacquer once at the very beginning, my very first guitar, and from there I switched directly to water-based lacquers and polys. But now I'm upping the game, because this has such a strong, durable, scratch-resistant finish. From the videos that I have seen, they've applied or dumped acetone onto the finish, and it doesn't do anything to it. So basically, it can't deteriorate just from any acids or coffee stains. You would have to either plane it or sand it down to the substrate in order to remove it. It's that powerful and that strong. So that's pretty exciting. As long as you know what you're doing and you take your time, you're good to go. One thing to really be cautious of, though, that if you're doing any spraying or even using brushes or whatever, if you leave it on the gun or on the brush or in your hands and it gets exposed to UV light, it cures. So you want to, or I will want to really be cautious of where I leave my gun, create a spot for it where it's completely contained away from any UV lights. What's great is this product is you can keep it in your gun until you need it, and it can be a week or 2 weeks and it'll still be fine. You can clean it with isopropyl alcohol. They recommend 99% if you're going to thin it. That's what you would thin it with, is an isopropyl alcohol, 99%, up to 10%. That helps increase flow, or if you're in a colder temperature. And also, you use it for cleaning. And you can just set it in a tub and just keep reusing it until it's ready to be replaced. So I'm really excited about it. So that's what this one's going to be. This one here is going to be a solid black finish with a white binding. So this will have a different finishing schedule. So that'll be a little different. This will just be getting direct clear. This will be getting a color. And this one will also be getting some dye and some clear on top of that. What we will likely start with, and we'll start easy, or I'll start easy, is I'll be using these black walnut trim pieces that go on this guitar, and we'll start nice and easy and work with that and see how that goes. So I'm really excited about it. Make sure you stay tuned. I'll leave the links to the product. It's not cheap, but the great thing is, because this is 100% solids, there's zero shrinkage as you would get with a lacquer or even water-based finishes. There's always 30 or more % shrinkage that you always have to account for, so you keep adding layers and layers and layers. This stuff doesn't shrink at all. You get exactly what you get. There's no breathing off or shrinkage, so that's fantastic. And like I said, it's 100% safe. You just have to make sure that you don't get any on you and go outside, because you'll feel the burn, and that you want to stay safe that way. So I look forward to sharing this with you, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.